Welcome to another episode of the Planet Coaster series, and we're going to be starting off with doing some random stuff. I actually recorded about 20 minutes of content before this starts, but I took a second to think back of what I'd done, and it had been absolutely nothing of note. Like, I went through and I was changing out some of the lights on the path because they have these metal lights that hold flames. Like, well, maybe we should just stick with like the tikis and stuff on the pirate side. So I changed out the lights, I put on all kinds of new ones, and then I was like, I don't like this at all. So I undid it all, and then I spent a whole lot of time just kind of going around the park seeing what needed to be done. So I cut that bit out. So we're going to be building up a new area for food and drink. As you can see, people are already piling into it, even though they were just placed, and that they don't have any kind of decor around them. So it's probably a good thing that we set this up. I don't remember which of the two places we placed. I think one's like a burger and one's soda, but we really don't have all that many options yet because we haven't done the research to unlock much. So it's just kind of what was there. I'm trying to look at some of the old buildings that they have as blueprints. For inspiration, just to have a nice kind of consistent style. I did consider using some blueprints, but I thought it would probably work better if I personalized it to our world, because most of the ones that I was interested in was actually like old western opposed to like the rundown pirate theme I was kind of going for. So here we are, building it from scratch, kind of trying to get a similar theme, but not the easy way, but just basing. So this roof, I wanted it to kind of the slope to change a little bit over like a porch area, but it was really annoying because I couldn't find one that sloped well, so I had to bring the whole main roof up to match the lower one. And then I have to use some like one wide to fill in those gaps. Oh, I'm just thinking back to working on this, and I spent a lot of time inside the build trying to get stuff to work right, and it just doesn't go well. We'll see that in a little bit. But trying to find a triangle that matches that height was actually incredibly difficult. It's almost like it was meant to be left open, because if you get it to the right angle, it then goes through the metal. You can see the wood there. Eventually I'll notice and change it. So I do think that they're at a weird slope. They're like one below what it should be, but it was kind of the best I could do. And God, I don't know what the camera does sometimes. Like, try to look down to adjust something, and I'm suddenly looking at the sun, like, across the map. It's very weird. And then I wanted some kind of support for this little overhang. It's kind of like a balcony, but nothing too nice. So I'm putting in one of these wooden pillars. Eventually I'll realize it's floating, but it's going to take longer than I'd like to admit to notice. Yeah, I think I noticed the back here was floating well before I even noticed that column, because for some reason it really looked like when I was adjusting the height of it, it was going through the ground, but I think it was actually just going through the grid, the light blue grid that they put up. So yes, it takes me a bit to go around to fixing those supports. Here I was trying to get the path to fit right into that area. It's actually a really bumpy area in the sand, and I have no control over that. Landscaping is locked on this mode. But which really sucks, because this path is for some reason is considered lifted off the ground. And so I can't have the same kind of sand texture I have everywhere else. So I end up actually having to turn the other two into the same stone, which I think looks a little weird. Oh, maybe I could change it to the wood. I don't know if there's a wood one for the walking path. I know there is one for the queue. I think that would look nice, but if maybe we put a wood one there, it would look like it was part of the porch. I might have to do that when we go into the live bit. And then this building that I placed down a while ago is the staff room, so that they can go and take that break. This is gonna take me forever to get right. It's so obnoxious. I should have taken down a wall or going at a different angle. I don't know. But yeah, I put in a staff room because the two shops that we were building around were empty quite often, so I thought it would make sense to have this joined with them. I don't think even when I've finished what I have finished that it was 100% boosted because of the decor, which is a little unfortunate, but I do think it is better than it used to be, so I just need to get in there and do some of that decoration. Ugh, this is just so annoying how much of a pain this is. So I didn't really want it to be looking up and over because I think it makes it look incomplete in some way. So I was going to put this, these flat roof bits there. The problem is I won't notice it for a little bit, but the problem is it actually goes through the walls. I think there's only a certain number of them that would not appear through the wood, and this is just not one of them that I chose, so it's unfortunate because I did like the look of it. I think it worked well, but we're gonna have to get rid of it. And I think I go to putting in one of the two halves of the triangles or something. Here I'm getting all of the toppings set to what I find the best, what makes the most sense to me, and then making sure that nothing is still floating, which is taking a bit. And then I'm looking for other decor that I can add to kind of make it have that piratey feel. I add this flag, but I do think I either remove it or change where it's at. I think I remove it because I find something I'd rather. Because I was looking for signs that we could put up on the shop. And there's like this food flag, which looks pretty neat. So I'm going to put this here and remove the pirate flag so it's not in the way, or move it over there. I can't remember. The other thing that I noticed was this whole big sign that said like "Welcome to the Pirates" area. And we'll be going back to add one of those because it works really well. And it has a feature that I didn't know existed. It's actually something I should probably look into, but if it's how I think it works, it's pretty exciting. And then I was trying to add something here so that he wasn't just leaning on a corner, but I liked the way he looked. Excuse me. And then what else? This is where I noticed that stupid ceiling was clipping through. I just move this guy down and then cover up that space with a copy of what's at the end. And it's the best I can do, even if it's not how I wanted to do it, but it'll work. Really, the only people who should be going in there is staff anyway. I should work on making them a little more tucked away because this one's just like straight up open to the public. It looks like it should be a bathroom. I wonder where the closest bathroom is. That should be something I keep in mind. Here we're adding just some kind of decorations on the outside to look kind of like they've dumped it. I don't imagine pirates are all that organized with their stuff. So there's like a ladder and ammunition and barrels and all kinds of random stuff just thrown over here on the side of the house, left to do whatever. You know, I don't think they care how it looks. Oh, I just realized you can see what's supporting that pirate. I wonder if I care enough to change that. But here we're trying. Excuse me. We're gonna try to put this big old pirate village sign on the whalebone because it's kind of a theme throughout the area that's just there by default. But it just didn't look supported enough, and it was also put the sign very low to the ground. So looks like I'm looking for more inspiration. I think I was seeing if there was already something built with that sign on it, or I was looking for the entrances to the parks because those are all usually very cool and detailed. So I was gonna see if maybe I could use one of those or get inspiration for one of them. Stop to do some research, it would have looked like. But it was hard for me to remember where it's at. I do really like this entrance, but it was way too big for this area. But then I saw that it had this sign in it, or this shape. That's when I realized that this would probably work perfect for what we wanted. So I'm going to be putting up that big old sign. This is Pirate Village. Scooting it up there. And then as I adjust it to be a little off kilter, because it's, again, I just don't feel like much is going to be very neat with pirates. But it has this thing that's almost like it advertises what's in its area. and so I connected it to all of the restaurants and rides. I don't know what it does and what kind of benefits it might have for us, but it's cool nonetheless that it in the game it can recognize, okay, all of these things are within this one world. And so I can make another sign to kind of denote once we're in the other side of the island and have those things attached. So I don't know, maybe it increases the interest in them or the prestige or something like that. I did have to go back and change some of the prices because the Sea Insanity, I think it's called, the prestige had gone down because it was getting older, and so it was like $2 or $3 more expensive than it should be, so people were complaining. So I went ahead and changed that to a much lower price that maybe they would stop complaining. And then we head back over to this area to start adding more vegetation and stones and stuff. Here I had things filtered by the pirate theme, and then I realized that none of the rocks I'd used so far is what they consider a pirate theme, so oops. I also thought it'd be kind of cool to add some of these these dead looking vines onto the sign. Again, just adding to that whole feel. This is from that adventure pack. I think it really adds to it. I don't want it to be too neat, and it just makes it look more lived in and like it's had more time. Another thing that I did in that little bit of the video that I did not keep, I've added some lights like this onto some of the rides to add some front and back lighting. So like you can see it kind of in the little octopus ride in the background. It's a little more lit. So I've been doing things like having a dark blue on the background and a much lighter blue on the front. So it makes it real easy to read on the back, but it also adds this kind of cool blue water sea feel to it. So that's something I had done in a couple of places. I also did on the mermaid. I don't think I did on the Sea Insanity because it would have been kind of hard to accomplish because it moves a whole lot and it's already quite lit itself. It has some like lights pointing down the arms of it and everything, so it's kind of already there. Next, we've gone back to the shops and we're adding a bunch of windows to the build, looking at other kind of decor that I could add to make it work better. Just because I don't ever feel like the builds I do are complete. Like, they always feel like there's much more I could have accomplished. So I eventually just move on because I come up with cool new ideas and they're kind of how they are after that. But yep, we're adding some windows and I think we're going to be adjusting this ladder, and that'll be pretty much it for this sped up bit. And here we are in the live bit of it. I don't know what to call the not sped up bit because it's not like I'm talking to you on a live stream or something, so it's not exactly live, but it's not slow, so I don't know what to call that bit, so ignore me. Yeah, he's not leaning on anything, is he? Nice try past me. So let's get this guy moved up. Maybe like that. You know, I just recorded the voiceover bit. And I know I said I needed to do something once I got into this one. But now I don't remember what it was. Oh no. I wonder what it was that I wanted to fix. I'm sure there was something. I knows it. I just don't know what. Is it the windows? No. Not sure. That's annoying. But yes, let's go ahead and turn off the lights. Set that to 2 p.m. So now you can see how this sign is lit up, and then you could see along these outside bits, like right here, it's got that blue-green color, like this on the back. That's from a separate light. We also have done the mermaid in a similar fashion. So the front of her is kind of just a standard light, I think. And then she's got this dark blue against her back. Many shops are busy. Thank you. Turn the lights back on. So there's the bathroom, so that's not too far away, which is good. This is looking pretty good. I kind of wanted to find some kind of like chimney or something like that, but I guess if you live on a tropical island, fires aren't something you need all that often. I just think it would be a nice added decoration to kind of break up the roof. So that's okay. How's this guy doing? We've got the 5 stars, so $15. Yep, so we're doing good there. Let's check out our research and what our guests are thinking. Yay. So what do we got? The Tri-Storm, the Tiki, so food, and then the hat's fantastic because the last time I checked all of their comments, most people were like, oh, I'm really surprised they don't have a gift shop yet. So that's what we're going to be doing. Give it that, and then carousel in the sky. Ooh. Go soaring high, I guess. I wish I could unlock more at a time. Also, like, just cranking this up so it gets done as fast as possible because we can afford it right now. So we have 56,000, which is crazy because this is only episode 5, I think? What are you guys looking for? We're looking for something. Let's go walking around. We should put some benches along this, which we can do real quick. This guy is unusually loud to be near. It's funny, I'm going to be house sitting for 5 days in the middle of the forest at the end of this week. And I have this instinct to be like, I'm sorry, things are going to be, you know, regular. And there might be some time where there's not videos because internet's not great out there. But it's not like I've been consistent for any time now. So it's not like anyone would notice. It's just I feel bad. Trying to be more consistent, but I play too much with my sister on Minecraft and it takes out of my time to record. So it's a little unfortunate. I'm gonna try to get better at it and get off at a very specific time, but it's hard when you're having fun. Alright, so there is some garbage on this path, but again, there wasn't anywhere for them to be tossing stuff, so let's get one of these barrel ones over here. Like so. There's some places for you guys to sit. Let's get maybe some barrels over here. Yeah. Looking good. We could put maybe some crates and stuff over here. It might look good. But I think most of the supplies has been moved over here to this poor, sad location. I still don't know what to do to cover this red and it still annoys me, just so you know. So we've got 100% there. 100% there. And 100%, so that's good. At least all of our Q scenery ratings are at the best place they can be. It's looking pretty good. We should get some more kinds of buildings around. I don't know where though. It's not a whole lot of space. Like maybe something right here. That's pretty much all the space we'd have, and then some stuff out, maybe out in here. But what else? I was going to go see what our guests were saying. So, long line. Surprised there's no gift shop, so that should probably be something we put out soon. Which will be that hat place. Maybe we'll set it out, and then our next task will be decorating it. So let's go. Hat's fantastic. Put it maybe on this line, you think? And then have a little building right here. Wow, it sang to me when I placed it. I don't like that it's facing the same direction as this house. So I might move it. Can I please move it? Thank you. Alright, and then I don't know why it's changing that path to have that dark line on it. Which is a little unfortunate, but I guess I could change it after I've placed it. So I'd really rather have the building kind of like this. So it's facing. Stop singing to me, you crazy hat place. Trying to think of how to decorate it, what shape it should be. Should there be other facilities in it, you know? Another thing we should probably consider doing is having a info booth up here somewhere towards the beginning so that we can start getting use of the fast pass queues, because we have them but they're not used, so we might want to do something about that. Just the thought. Oh, we made 4,000 last month. Yay. Exciting. At least people aren't all that upset. Except for maybe some garbage. But yeah, the biggest thing is they can't get souvenirs, and that bothers them. We aren't seeing too much of the garbage or the thieves, so that's very nice. Very nice indeed. So yeah, I'm not noticing our shops being too empty for too long. I've been trying to keep extra people, but the last time I was on here, they were pretty unhappy. Some of the staff were very unhappy, and I don't know why. See, these three right here are very unhappy. And they say they guess they're content with their job. And I don't know why it's only that. Let's up that and get them a promotion. Not a promotion, but train them a bit more and see if that helps. But they don't really have any specific complaints. It's just they're meh about it. So it's kind of hard for me to fix it, really. So everything's alright, sure. But money's not an issue, so there's that. So I don't know how to help them. But maybe they'll feel better soon. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.